The hood is a rustic kind of looking hood that has a bell curve in two directions. So it curves this way, and it also curves this way. So we wanted to use a weathered sort of copper look and accentuate that with these heavy ribs, which are about 1/8" metal. At the same time, the hood does a lot of work. Tucked up inside of it is a stainless steel vent unit that takes about 1400 CFM out the roof. So this is actually ducted all the way up through the roof, and then that's a lot of air actually. That's about almost the equivalent of 3 tons of air conditioning. You don't want to just blow that out through the roof. It's pretty expensive to heat the house and cool the house if that's going to be just going out the roof. So what we do is we actually bring in makeup air just slightly less. So we bring in about 900 CFM down the wall and out this sort of very not very noticeable slit that's coordinated to fit right under the hood. So we've got makeup air coming in, and we've got exhaust air going out, just slightly less coming in than going out, so that you won't get the cooking vapors blowing in. And it works really, really well. It also has some other characteristics. If you don't have that, you'll actually draw the smoke from a fireplace into the room, going in sort of the wrong direction. It's not a good situation. So anyway, that's one of the functional characteristics. To fabricate the piece, we start with some technical drawings that are illustrating all the different characteristics of it. So here's the radius of the formwork, which is going to be made out of wood by the cabinet maker, and we show that in 2 dimensions. We also have to coordinate. This is the hood insert piece. That's the ductwork going up to the ceiling. And then here's a quick 3-dimensional sketch that shows how the sort of the riveted look of the heavy metal pieces is going to work out. And then we show a detail of the custom rope moldings that are getting put together and assembled to make the final piece. This is the rough hood that was as it arrived from the cabinet maker. So what we had the cabinet maker do is use those drawings, make the trim piece, and then also laminate onto a plywood form, actually brass, not copper, sheeting. And the reason is because copper is really difficult to get in those angled forms that we showed for the corners. So here's the piece ready for some additional work on the site. I had the cabinet maker also provide a corner template piece which matches the corner of the hood. And the idea of this piece was to be able to give this to a metal fabricator to be able to fabricate to that curve, so we could pound on the metal and sort of form it without damaging the beautiful brass that was on the hood itself. So this is a template piece that we use to provide to the metalworker. To give the hood richness and depth, we went with lots of layers of patina, and we started with this sort of striped effect and kept layering on many more layers so that that would be just a little bit irregular, not a uniform look. And so you'll see how that works out. And here's Leon Vasily doing a brilliant job patinaing these things. The guys are trim carpenters, but they really liked this challenge and got right into it. So here you can see we would actually put it on and then use a steel wool to kind of give it a little bit of warmth and depth, and that's actually the close to the finished product, but you can see we were looking at just a couple of little highlights that didn't look right, so we got a couple layers more to go. A couple more layers of patina and the installation is complete, and we're really pleased with the way it's worked out. It's a gorgeous piece.